Now it's live. Ha! Ha! Finally. Let's see. I don't know if anyone's gonna tune in. The only person that tunes into my, well, not only, but mostly the only people that check into my lives are Scotty and Sam. And on YouTube. And on Twitch, sometimes these other people that I don't really know very well. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Ow, my back. Okay, well, since I got the brush here, maybe, where's my towel? It smells a bit weird, but I'll clean it later. There is a tiny glimmer of this, I guess like a cyan type of shade in there, which actually looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go in with that cyan shade. This one. So it was like right here. Hold on, let's see. Let's hope. Yeah. Yeah, there is this teeny tiny cyan shade. Hi, Scotty. Woo. Okay, just adding a little bit of color to the eye. Tiny, teeny, tiny bits of color to the eye. All right. Now, the next part is going to be very complicated because this bird has very intricately demarcated feathers, which are of all sorts of colors and shades. Don't know how I'm going to pull this off, but I will try. Maybe I should just go for like the simple stuff and go for the berries now. Let's just go for the berries. I think that would be a wise choice to go for the berries. So I had, where is the long one that I had used? Ah, there he is. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the berries now. Let's look at the berries. Yeah, they're all pretty much kind of this like reddish shade, like a dark brown, like, yeah, red. It's red. It's red. I will deepen them up, but for now, let's just go with a kind of standard red shade. And then we'll deepen them up as we go. So with all the highlights and so on later. So I'm just gonna make them lumpy. Okay, and then there were some over here as well. Some berries over here. It's a bit hard to see. I don't know if they're berries or they're flowers or something. Well, berries are berries flowers. I think berries are flowers. And then some here, some here. And here. Okay. Yeah. And then this area, there are some claws. So I'm gonna work around that a little bit. See how that goes. Okay. All right, and then there are more berries up here. Whoa. Whoa, why is this? Hello. Nope. Right. Okay, so like 4. A few here. And then over here as well. Okay. I was also thinking of doing a makeup live at some point, but the thing about makeup lives is that I I I don't have anywhere to go after I do my makeup. So I just feel like sometimes it's just really pointless to do makeup lives and then not go anywhere with my makeup. I just have to take it right off or walk about the house with them for a little bit. So it feels kind of pointless to do all the makeup lives and not actually go anywhere. Okay, so that's the general berry situation. What would happen if you painted paper white with acrylic paint to start with? I don't know. I haven't tried that. I really don't know what would happen. I could try that at some point, but I'm not entirely sure if that defeats the purpose of watercolor, because watercolor, the effect of it is to, you know, the water being absorbed by the paper creates some sort of effect. So if I just put acrylic on it, then I don't know. I don't know if it would just like make the point of watercolor kind of not be the point of what am I saying? You know what I mean? Um, Maybe for some parts it might make sense. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it. I do know that there are some glue things that people buy where they kind of use the glue as like they paint with the glue to kind of exclude areas where they want it to be white. And then later on, after they've applied all the watercolor and stuff, they peel off the glue, and that area that the glue has covered will stay white, just kind of like this masking tape. After it comes off, this area will be completely white, right? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Astro. S. Os- Astro. Is it Astro? Wait. No, that's not. AS would be astro. Jesus, what? I am fluent in English. Hello, Austroraptor 44. Greetings. This is on Twitch, right? Okay. Because I've got like a whole bunch of different things opened up at the moment. I've got the stream plays thing, which no one seems to be on stream plays. Twitch, I also don't have like okay, I've got one and one and one. So I have a collective of 3 potential viewers, but all on different sites. I'm not very popular, but it's fine. I prefer not to have like 5 million people talking to me, and I don't know what to pay attention to. So, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? I'm doing something. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Okay. So I've got the berries, kind of the general shape down. Let me try. Let me look at this. I think, okay, some of the berries over here, are they berries? I don't know what they are. Look like berries. There's some going into this area, but it's more of a muted shade. So maybe I'm gonna switch the color up and I'm gonna go for something a little bit more brown, and yeah, I'm gonna go there. So it looks like it's fading into this, and over there will be some white as well. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. All right, so here, let's see that this area here has a very strong kind of black shadow. So I'm gonna go in with the black and try to really emphasize that part of it. Wait, is this? No, this area will be actually supposed to be white. So I'm gonna start from here. That was a mistake on my part. I thought this area was covered with the brown as well, but no. Then again, even if I mess up a little bit, it doesn't have to be completely accurate. I try my best to do realism, but I don't think I have the patience nor the skill set to go for realism. You know, the one where it looks like a photograph is looking at you. I don't think it can do that. Okay, so that one. Yep, and then here there's a little bit more. Wait. Let me just look at it from, because when I look at it close up, it just gives me a false impression of how the proportions are, I feel sometimes. Ooh, ooh, okay. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side. Why am I singing the song? Okay. Going back to this. All right, so there's this very thin line of white along the branch, and I probably will go back in there later on. This area I'm going to reserve for the claws, and the claws are kind of like this like yellow, no, yeah, what am I saying, blue blue black claws. So it's gonna be different from this warmer toned black, definitely. So far I'm liking this particular brush that I'm using. But this is one of the smaller, I think this is the smallest possible out of the whole bunch. And it seems like all the brushes I have are much too large for my liking and for what I want to do with my art. So kind of a waste that I got so many brushes, but only like a couple are appropriate for my use case. Everything else is way too large and intrusive. Intrusive. Okay, there we go, there we go. I think we're getting somewhere with this. I actually like this piece. I mean, as far as it's coming along, I like it. The other piece that I started the other day, which was the Bluebird one, it's already up on Blue Sky if you're interested to see like what the finished product was. It was still fun to paint, but I feel like I'm having more fun painting this one, and I don't really know why. Maybe it's because it looks kind of more like artistic. Okay, so again, I think I want to deepen up this black here. All right, let's see, let's see. I'm kind of avoiding trying to draw the feathers right now because I am just so afraid of making a mess out of the details because it is very, very detailed. Um, let's see, what can I do? What can I do besides the vibrant purple, what? No, magenta feathers at this point. Maybe I can just work on the details of the berries a little bit more. I probably won't start on the feather details today. I think that's... I'm waiting on some other brushes, which I think will really help with the feather details. Hopefully, they will meet my expectations. Okay, so now looking at the... Let me look at the berries and their... There's a little bit of yellow on some of them. It looks like they're just a bit of yellow. I don't even know if they're berries. Maybe they're just budding flowers because it looks like they're separating somewhat. So there's a little bit of yellow here and there, like very small yellow lines. Maybe I should just go in with the yellows first and then work my way to the darker shades. Okay, so where's my towel? Hi, babe. Hi, Martin. Do you love my art? Okay. Your sound is a little unstable, dropping out for a split second occasionally, but the perspective of your camera and the progress of everything was nice. Oh, thanks, babe. Is that a emoji of a dog? Is that that's not Kaya, is it? It can't be Kaya. Doesn't look like Kaya. It's too... The snoot is too round to be Kaya. I might want to take a break in a second because I am actually feeling kind of tired. Um, but we'll see. Okay. I really wanted to take a nap before this, but I had like the TAs for both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be the streaming software I'm using. I'm not sure. Where was I? I kind of wanted to take a nap before this, but I had like everything kind of set up, and I was like, if I okay, bye, darling. See you later. Give Kaya my kisses. That was my husband, for anyone wondering. Oh, here goes the cat. Luna! Please don't be meow meow. Okay, I'm just gonna go for some of the details here. Yeah, doesn't look. Maybe I need to go for a deeper one. But that doesn't look very yellow. Does it? I don't know. Maybe it matches the vibe of the actual thing. Just a little bit. Tiny, teeny, tiny bit. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, I'm probably gonna just like make up some random like areas because I don't think I want to be completely precise with the representation in the picture. That will just take too much of my patience, I think. So I'm just gonna just add in some random splotches of the yellow where the white it didn't hit. So the yellow comes through more as yellow. And I also get to like add the yellow without, you know, having to be so precise with it. So you will see the yellow, it's just not what the actual picture shows, I guess. Might add some more details later. Like, okay. Okay, so this area, the yellows are kind of more like, they're not very specific because there's a lens blur on it. So maybe I'll just add some just like random splotches. But I'm probably not going to be too detailed with this because the camera is like out of focus anyway. So maybe around them for just like some highlight effect. This area I think had a lot more of the yellow. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. I am tired already. Oh, I'm losing my energy. I'm fading away into nothingness. I am tired. Alright. I don't really want to log off right now because I've only streamed for such a short amount of time. How long have I streamed? Doesn't tell me. No. What? I've already streamed for an hour. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, just maybe like another 10 more minutes or something. I'm just gonna add some details to the berries. More of the berries. Like the dark shades now. I'm gonna go in with the dark shades. Again, I think I should go in with, but then it's gonna match the branch. I don't want to do that. Let me try to take a look closer. Yeah, okay, so it's a deeper shade of the red, honestly. It's just like a really deeper, much deeper shade of red. So, I'm gonna try to mix in like this kind of foxy brown shade with the desaturated brown. Let's see. Like the bark. Oh, fuck. That doesn't matter. I'm not gonna like turn the thing around just so that you can see it. It's fine. I actually have a very interesting brush here. I wonder if I use it, that would. Maybe I can try that. Okay. So I've laid down that brown. Now I'm gonna add in this. Yeah, might as well just try and see how that works with it. Nope, that is the wrong shade of brown. Okay, I'm gonna mix that in. See where that takes me. What kind of brown do I have? I think it needs to be a lot darker. So, should I add some black? Oh, that's dangerous. Just grab a small pen. Go in with the black. Add that there. That's a lot of black. Okay. So I'm going to add some black into that. See if that helps. Maybe. Okay, let's try that. Just a little bit of highlighting. I mean, shadow creation. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that shade. That's not a bad shade. Alright, so the light is coming from like the direction of the hummingbird's head, so I'm just gonna try to be consistent with that shading. Okay, so here we got just general chaos. I guess this one can be a lot more random because it's not it's out of focus, so the placement of the shadows can be more haphazard, I suppose. They still have to be in the right place, but they can be more like, just buffered in. Ah, that looks nice, I think, in general. Okay, there was also this area here. These are a little bit brighter, but maybe around this area it was the shadows are more present. Yeah, because it's under the bird's wing and so on. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I think I had a good start. Didn't even start on the feathers, but I'm fine with that. I think that's just, yeah, I need to be in the zone for that. I really need to be in the zone for that. So this was a good start. Thanks for watching. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and that's it from me. Ciao for now. How do I switch this off? I can just stop streaming from here, right? Yeah, I can.